Tornado in the coal mine, how globalists plan to penalize privacy and the poor. No privacy, no property, no prosperity. If you follow the news, you've seen the trend, putting legal limits on cash transactions, the emergence of surveillance-oriented, central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, and more recently, crypto mixing platform Tornado Cash being sanctioned by the United States Treasury. There is a new wave of propaganda increasingly demonizing individual financial privacy and private cryptocurrencies and protocols. You've likely experienced the dystopian push in your own life, as banks and financial institutions demand more and more sensitive, personal information, and freeze your hard-earned money while telling you to prove you are not a criminal or terrorist before you may access it. World economic frustration. What is a canary in a coal mine? The Free Dictionary defines it as something or someone who acts as an indicator and early warning of possible adverse conditions or danger. The saying harkens back to the practice of taking caged canaries into coal mines. The birds would die if methane gas became present and thereby alert miners to the danger. With the recent Office of Foreign Asset Control (OFAC) ban on crypto mixing platform Tornado Cash, some in the cryptocurrency space have been accurately describing a specter of a dark world that is to come, and that is already massively here. That is, if individuals globally do not start to speak out and stand up now against economic tyranny. Today the U.S. sanctioned Ethereum addresses associated with a privacy service called Tornado Cash. Circle immediately froze the USDC in those accounts. GitHub suspended contributors to Tornado. If you were waiting for the opening shot of Big Brother's assault on crypto, this was it. There was also a related arrest. And now questions as to the nature of code and free speech emerge once again. Arguably there have been many such proverbial canaries since Bitcoin's inception in 2009. Indeed, from the beginning of the unfortunate merger of money and the state, they haven't stopped. The divorce of dollars from gold, the rise of quantitative easing, and absurd and misleading claims about 0% inflation in times of rampant inflation. From the start, the innovation called Bitcoin was a means by which these toxic gas-filled coal mines called states and financial institutions could be bypassed. There have been many canaries, but it's also arguable that never has the assault on crypto privacy, financial freedom, and the impoverished world been so obvious as it is now. Waging war against the poor while praising inclusion in an effort to co-opt and disrupt the freedom and prosperity that crypto has already brought about, especially in poor countries with horrible economic circumstances. Globalist governments, central banks, and intergovernmental organizations now employ buzz phrases like financial inclusion, sensible regulation, and banking the unbanked to mask what they are really doing, divesting all of us of our financial privacy, freedom, and autonomy. Look to Ghana, where the failure of the cedi currency is prompting people to seek alternate ways to preserve value by trading in foreign currencies. The state's inclusive response? Go include yourself in a jail cell. Meanwhile, the central bank is pushing a surveillance-oriented electronic version of the already failed traditional currency. Similar anti-crypto, anti-free market propaganda is being circulated in Nigeria. And of course, Nigeria also has a central bank digital currency (CBDC) project. In Israel, people are no longer allowed to make cash transactions of over 15,000 shekels $4,500 as an individual. 6,000 shekels if you're a company. The government in Colombia is planning for similar infringements on financial freedom, by foisting a trackable, programmable, automatic penalties, seizures, account freezes, and deductions over which you have no say, CBDC on the people there, and capping the amount of private cash they can spend. This trend is growing worldwide, and will only continue to worsen. While the European Central Bank considers Bitcoin problematic, it shamelessly praises CBDCs as a holy grail. Here's what a United Nations agency had to say about crypto in developing nations. Global use of cryptocurrencies has increased exponentially during the COVID-19 pandemic, including in developing countries. The agency, UNCTAD, even acknowledges crypto as helping people, noting that cryptocurrencies can facilitate remittances, but, of course, they add that they may also enable tax evasion. The UN agency emphasizes, become a widespread means of payment and even replace domestic currencies unofficially, a process called cryptoization. This could jeopardize the monetary sovereignty of countries. Yes, that's the point. We want to jeopardize you. Because the traditional, energy-wasting, violent monetary system has failed. The globalist elitists cite tax evasion but never own up to the fact that they don't have real jobs by